Happy Monday. Hope all is well. I'm just checking in here from Tabernacle, New Jersey, my home office. And I wanted to share some thoughts about an experience, kind of a breakthrough to some degree, that I had over the weekend. I spent a couple days, Friday and Saturday, at Bob Heilig's event. He does a Breakthrough Academy. Breakthrough Academy. By the way, this is just chock full of amazing notes from a couple days that I spent there. And I want to talk about that in a moment, but also got to spend some time on Sunday with my son. We went out and golfed, had a great time. He won't admit it, but I did outdrive him at least on half of the drives. So the old man still has it to some degree. And then spent some time with some family, some friends last night that we haven't seen for a while. Which was another really great thing because when you have great friends, it's always good to keep them close, and so it was great. We had dinner with their family, and then during that dinner, actually, just before, watched Sergio Garcia win the Masters. And I think there's probably a message in that itself for those of you who are golf fans. Sergio's been out there for years. He's a tremendous athlete, and he I think it's like 73 majors he's been in, where he has not won, but he won his first major yesterday. So anyhow, that was pretty awesome. But going back to Friday and Saturday, for those of you who do not know Bob Heilig, I met Bob almost 2 years ago, and it was at a time where we connected, and we met at Starbucks, and he was talking about how he was involved in network marketing. He was talking about what he wanted to do to go out there and help people with the future of marketing. He wanted to help people build personal brands and understand social media. And anyhow, we had a great conversation. But the net of it is, over the last year, this young man has gone out there in a very, very impressive way, gone out and built himself $1 million business, $1 million a year in revenues. And I think it's going to go a lot higher. This guy's really, really tremendous. So I felt compelled, we were working together a little bit, and I felt compelled to go to his event, check it out. And I'm really glad I did. I wasn't able to stay for all 3 days because of prior engagements, but Friday and Saturday, got to sit back and just not only hear what he had to say, but he had a bunch of guest speakers, including Ray, the one and only Ray Higdon, which, interesting enough, I've never seen Ray speak live personally before, so it was really great to connect, with him and hear what he had to say. But he really, what my breakthrough was, look, you guys know I'm a marketing guy, right? And my main profession is in network marketing. But my main breakthrough was the future of marketing. It's very, very self-evident, to me, that the future is hinged on social media. But as I sat back and, after taking copious notes and reflecting a little bit, it was kind of cool to really think about other traditional business in general. So my message, for you today is pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. If you want to get somewhere in life as it pertains to business, you really need to find somebody who's climbed that mountain already within your profession. And if they've been successful at it, there's nothing wrong with plagiarism when it comes to business and business methods and strategies and stuff like that. So I had a really aha moment as it was centered around the future of marketing, most specifically content marketing. And he also talked about building a personal brand, which, for those of you who know me, I'm a pretty private guy. For me to even get on Facebook like this and pontificate about a topic is a little bit of a heavy lifting. But I want to do more of it, honestly, because in my own world, I think I have some value to bring to some people based on my career in networking over the last 23 years. But he talked about personal branding, and earlier I actually had a discussion with a young lady who recently bought a hair salon. So this isn't just applicable just to network marketing people in general. I mean, this is applicable to anybody who's in business. And she just acquired the salon, and I asked her a simple question, what are you doing on social media to grow your business? And it was interesting to hear what she had to say, and coming fresh out of this conference, it was, I really kind of was able to kind of add some value to her and say, well, look, this is what you should do. You got people that are really throughout the salon are coloring hair and they're doing all kinds of really cool stuff. Why aren't you going live on Facebook? And why aren't you kind of sharing the experience and showing people? And anyhow, it ended up in a really awesome conversation to the point where I think she's going to move in that direction. And so as I sat back and reflected about business in general, it's such a competitive environment as it is, but business in general, if you're not actually going out there and putting yourself out in a very, authentic, genuine way, trying to add value to people, it's going to be kind of difficult to do, no matter what business you're in. And so, for network marketers specifically, people like you and I, there's a couple things that have to go down. And I walked away with a ton of stuff. I mean, like I said, I have this notebook. It's chock full of notes. I got to really kind of dive in and weed it out and see how I can apply it to what I do to improve. But the one thing that was very self-evident, sitting in a room with 200 some people and seeing the hands go up when the question was asked, how many of you have actually gone live on Facebook? And a decent amount have, but I think the key was that they weren't always doing it consistently. And so the number one thing is to get out of your comfort zone. I think that's something that obviously I've got to work on, certainly get organized and then get out of your comfort zone and go out there and have some fun doing it. But that was number one. Number two was to simply, study others who have achieved what you're looking to achieve. I mean, there's no sense in today's world to go out and just reinvent the wheel and try to recreate something that's already being done. And so I don't want to take anything away from people who have gone out and been successful online because they worked hard at it, but the majority of them have just gone out and invested in themselves to learn what they need to do to succeed. So I'm really happy I invested the time and energy to go into Philly for a couple of days and learn from some of these amazing individuals. And then once you learn that information, you have to go out and take action. So, hey, what's up? I'm taking some action. I just wanted to kind of share, what I experienced and what I think I can help. And then, of course, the last but not least, there's the consistency part of this thing, where if you're not consistent the whole way through in sharing your message, sharing your story for that matter, it's going to be difficult. And again, that goes for any business, whether you're in networking or not. And so, yeah, that's my message for the day. I just wanted to kind of share that. And kudos, Bob, if you watch this, brother. Right on, man. You just killed it, man. You're an amazing guy. You've put together a really fabulous organization. And it just goes to show, when you're a student of somebody great, in your particular case, Ray Higdon, great things can happen. So keep on doing what you're doing. There's great things ahead for you. And for the rest of us, mere mortals out here, we're going to have fun doing it as well. So, yeah. Find somebody who's achieved what you want to achieve and follow them, which brings me to this, Ripple Marketing. How many people have not read this book? We haven't sold 1,000 copies yet, but we've sold hundreds. And the cool thing is it's getting out there and we're getting some fabulous reviews. So if you want to check that out, just go to davidsculte.com or Amazon and pick up a copy. I really appreciate the feedback that I'm getting from people. And maybe that'll help you along the way. So anyhow, listen, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Be sure to do something for yourself. You deserve it. I'm going to cut the lawn. So talk to you soon. Bye for now.